start, I want to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Sheikah Square. I work with women entrepreneurs to help them scale their income to new levels and new heights, focusing on creating new products um, that they can sell to groups instead of one on one sales. Because I do a lot of international retreats and events, and I also do individual coaching. And most of my clients ask me, well, how do I do this on a larger level? However, in addition to you offering group coaching, you can also have products that are selling in the background. A lot of people don't think about that. So yesterday I talked about digital products, social content, and email marketing, all of which you can get help creating in ChatGPT. I really want to expand on digital products. I don't think people fully understand how well they can do if their digital products are selling on a regular basis. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm guilty for just getting back into marketing a lot of my digital products and digital products. And what I mean by digital products, ebooks, courses, one pagers, presentations, pre-recorded webinars, anything that you create once and you can put out and people can buy even when you're not around. This can help you make income around the clock. Because they don't need you to do anything. You get somebody to help you set up the product. You get somebody to help you even build the digital product itself. And that's what we're going to talk about today. A lot of you are waiting, and there are tools that can help you grow your business. Yes, you may need a coach for direction. I'm having an AI Now workday in February and then again in July, so people can get more guidance on how to do this. But you can really be doing these things once you learn fundamentals on how to build digital products. So instead of me telling you that part, I want to tell you some other things or other ways that ChatGPT can help you build digital products, or why you should stop thinking that you have to build everything from the ground up. Now, I want to put a disclaimer. I'm not a big fan of not creating your own stuff. A lot of people, you can tell when they present a product that they didn't create it. They don't know enough about it. They don't know enough detail. They didn't even research what was in the product that they paid somebody to create. That's not what we're talking about. I want to dive deeper into, and I got these things in my mind. I want to dive deeper into ways that you could create the digital product, but it's still your information, it's still your content. So one of the things that ChatGPT can help you with, because if you're not using AI to create your products, then or help you create your products, you're moving too slow and you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Because one thing that ChatGPT, and I have my notes, one thing that ChatGPT can help you with is it can help you expand on your idea. So sometimes we get stuck. I know when I first started writing books, braces getting in the way today. My Invisalign just causing problems. When I first started writing books, I used to get stuck on a part. I used to be like, what should I call the next chapter? What should I write about next? I need to fill this in. I have the first part of the chapter and the second part of the chapter, but I don't have, I don't know how to segue to the end. This was before AI was a thing. So I had to figure it out. Now you don't have to figure it out. So instead of one of my books I wrote in 6 months, it probably could have took me 3 months or 2 months. That's what I'm talking about. So one thing that ChatGPT and other AI tools can help you with is idea generation. You can take what you, where you're stuck. I wouldn't put all of my information and all of my book in there, because I've seen stuff where it said some of these platforms, it's their information after they create it. So I wouldn't put my whole book in there, but I would put maybe the chapter before and the chapter after where I'm stuck. And that's all I just want you to realize the possibilities are endless, but it can help you with idea generation. It can help you move faster instead of waiting to figure out what you should say next or what chapter you should what you should name your next chapter and things of that nature. The another thing, or the second thing that it can help with as far as digital products, is creating the structure. I've literally helped people sit down and decide on the chapters of their book. So let's say my fee is $5,000 and you're literally stuck in your book on what you should call it, the structure and the outline and the chapters. And we spend most of your VIP day on that. But let's say you still schedule your VIP day, but before you come, you spend time with ChatGPT. You've learned from coming to one of my classes or whatever how to maneuver through it, and you outline it yourself. You create your chapter titles yourself. You have your structure and the bones of your book yourself. Now when we sit down for the VIP day, we can literally write half your book. That's my thing. It doesn't necessarily erase crucial guidance in people, but it definitely helps you move faster. You don't always have to wait for me on the next call. I can give you some information, or whoever you're working with or whatever you're working on, and you can start moving through things. Another thing that I really like ChatGPT for, and I recommend it, why I teach it to all of my clients and have started teaching it on the international retreats, is because this might be my favorite. Repurposing. So I watched somebody on YouTube called Myron Golden, and he spoke about one of his top selling books is literally repurposed content, where he started recording all of his coaching sessions and he turned it into a book. So he might have had an editor, he might have sat down, what if you could take your content and use ChatGPT, not to write it. I must keep putting my disclaimer. I've heard of people letting ChatGPT write their books. That still makes me a little nervous. To each his own. But what if you could take your content that you already have, that you're trying to figure out what to do with it, and take some of it and put it in ChatGPT or another AI tool, and it helps you repurpose your content into a book. I think he says he makes about $50,000 to $80,000 a month on a book that he recorded during coaching sessions, and he repurposed the content. What if you could repurpose your content? What if you knew how to repurpose your content? And this is why I keep letting people understand, even though a lot of my work is focusing on women in business and helping them scale their business. This is one of the things we talk about, how to add additional products. One of my clients just came out with a daily journal that helps a certain niche with aligning their ideas. She didn't write all of it. So she was able to crank it out in a few months. And I mean, from idea creation to print. Some of y'all still trying to figure out what to do with your idea. If you don't use some of these tools, you're going to get, and that's where I think a lot of people are going to get beat out, and they're going to be sitting years from now like, oh Lord, it took my job. I think you need to learn it so you can maximize whatever money you could be making and move accordingly. So for digital products, ChatGPT can help you with the idea generation, help you flush out your idea. It can help you create or organize the structure of the digital product, and then help you even put together content that you've already done into repurposing. And I keep using examples of ebooks, but you could use this formula for courses. You could use this for webinars. You could use this for presentations. Stop letting your fears or your lack of understanding on how to do these things keep you from doing them, because now you have an assistant that literally costs, it really depends. I've had different AI tools. The most I've ever paid, I think one was like maybe $150 per month or something like that. We didn't like it too much, so we stopped using it. But I have subscriptions and I use them and they come in handy. So if you are tired of leaving money on the table, start incorporating tools that might only cost you $20 a month to help make an extra $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month. So that's what I want to talk about today. Next time, I might stay on digital products because I need a few more digital products and y'all need at least one. So I'm going to talk to you next time. Thank y'all for listening.